Oh, what a waft, and he finds long on. Simple catch.
Welcome to everyone that has joined us today on the ball game, where we will be talking cricket. With me to have a chat is a left-arm speedster who represented Border at the Kaya Majola Cricket Week, who has represented the SA Under-19 cricket team, and also was part of the squad for the Cricket World Cup of that team. Last year, he was also drafted for the second edition of the Mzansi Super League to play for the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, and currently he is plying his trade in the Western Cape with the Cape Cobras. East London-born Akhona Mnyaka. Akhona, thank you for joining us today.
No worries, man. No worries, man.
Good. So let's just start in terms of your playing experiences. So you played first team at a young age, and then you got selected to play for the under-19 team. Just tell us about those experiences. And I think first team you played at 15, isn't it?
15, yeah. 15. So basically, I think I was getting closer to what I wanted to achieve, and playing for first team and representing SA Under-19 at a very young age was quite a goal. It was one of the goals that I set for myself. So to achieve those things and to play at those levels I was pretty chuffed with it.
Oh, brilliant!
And then moving on then to, you played, also represented Border and Southwestern districts in semi-pro cricket. How would you compare the two in terms of semi-pro cricket to junior international cricket?
You know, when you play the sport and you step up a level, you come to a different atmosphere. So from stepping out to under-19s to a semi-pro level, it was more playing with people that understand the game, and the standard of play of the game was up there. So for me, I had to come in and just to express myself again and just do what I do best. So, but the levels that just in semi-pro, you just have more polished guys, more people that understand the game. So you sort of adapt to the situations and to the environment that you step in.
Oh, okay. So it's more of, they're also more welcoming, you know, and in terms of it's easy to grasp. Yeah.
It's easy to grasp and easy to fit in.
Okay. And then at the end of your high school career, you got signed to play for the Cobras. Just tell us about how did that move happen, and how has it been to establish yourself in with such a one of the top franchises, you know, playing, you know, your coach Ashwell Prince, the Rory Kleinfelds. How has that whole experience been?
First of all, start on how I got drafted. I think it was my junior level. When I was still playing for under-19, I think I was able to perform in that level in order for me to get recognized by franchises around the country. So I think to be picked up by Cape Cobras, one of the best franchises and one of the best teams that I wanted to play for growing up, was actually more like a dream come true to play for them. So for me, I think it shows that they backed me, like, in order to play for them. They backed my skill and what I had. So it was more of just coming here and still doing the same thing and just polishing my skills and playing with big names like Rory Kleinfeld, JP Tumini. You sort of want to come into that environment and be a sponge. So to learn how the game works, and you just suck from them. You just keep on learning about the game.
And it didn't take you long for you to even, you know, back it up with the performance. You know, I want us to go into the Lions performance. You have, I think you were the last over. Just talk us around, probably the last few overs, did you know that you were going to bowl the last over? You had to defend 7 runs of 6 balls. What is going through in your mind?
Oh, he has! He's knocked him over! Wow, is there a twist? Oh, he's done it! What an over this is from Akhona Mnyaka! Oh, he's done it! He's hit all of it! Is it going all the way? It's going to be caught! It's going to be the Cobras! It is the Cobras! Akhona Mnyaka has done the impossible. He's done the improbable.
Actually, what happened that game? I bowled a few overs before that. So the last over I bowled before I went to bowl the last over, I went for 18 runs that over. So I didn't think I was gonna get in the last over, but when it came to the last over, JP Dumini was still the captain at the time. He was the captain of the one-day side. So he called me up. He said, "Hey, listen, you're gonna bowl this last over." So I was quite shocked, honestly. I was like, me last over, like there's people that in this team that know how to bowl, but he gave it to me still. But I think it was more being trusted, and being backed. So it wasn't like no one was hesitant about it. So like everyone backed me, and I think it made it easier for me to just stay calm and just try to defend those runs, and which I did.
You did, even taking out, I think Pretorius was even set on 99. So it just shows, and I'm sure you even grew in confidence, in your abilities too. Not that you probably like.
I did.
Yeah, and so in the time that you've been in the franchise cricket system, what have been the takeaways, that you have learned, over the past time that you've been there?
First of all, I would say being more responsible on and off the field, taking responsibility on how I do things and how I approach things in life generally, and what to do and not what to do. So basically, for me, I've been working out what's gonna work for me, what's gonna grow me, and what's not gonna grow me. But I've been taking every advice that I've been given, but I've been taking those that I think they're gonna work for me and keep pushing me to play at a higher level.
And then last year you got drafted for the second edition of the MSL, playing for the Nelson Mandela Giants. I mean, you're sharing the change rooms with or Jason Roy or Ben Dang or Imran Tahir. How was that whole experience? And even in the matches, bowling to your AB de Villiers, how was it?
Honestly, I felt like I was dreaming it. I didn't believe like it was happening to me. This was happening to me. But playing with those players, it's the same thing as you come into a franchise side and what you do. So for me, in order to be able to share a change room with those players, you sort of try to be next to them. You see you want to see how they do things and how they repeat processes before they play a game, and how they conduct themselves outside the game. So you sort of kind of learn on how to be able to be a proper professional cricketer inside and off the field. And bowling to AB de Villiers was one of the best things.
Did you ever think it would be something that would happen?
I don't know. When I play, I sort of back myself all the time. Doesn't matter who I play against. Off the field, I might be intimidated a bit, but when I'm on the field, I don't get intimidated. Yeah, it's time to deliver for me. Like he gets paid, I also get paid to do this. So it's me against him. So when I was bowling to AP, honestly, I tried to get him out. I think I was very close. He got an inside edge in all the games we played in PE, but I didn't get him out. But I bowled pretty well. He didn't do any of those scoop shots against me. He played me well.
Yeah, I know. And then lastly, just in terms of your MSL franchise cricket so far, who are the batsmen, or who is a batsman that you have found most difficult to bowl to?
MSL has to be AB de Villiers. Before a game, you sit in the changing room, you discuss different
Tactics.
players and plans. Yeah, like tactics, how to bowl to them. So AB is one of the difficult players to bowl to. So you sort of have to know what you're doing, and if you switch off a bit, he will hammer you. So I think AB is one of them, and then AB also Aiden Makram.
Yeah.
Is a quality player. So you sort of need to be on top of your game when you bowl to those players, especially players that play international cricket, that come into franchise, that come into MSL. So you sort of have to be up there with your performance all the time.
Yeah, Akhona Mnyaka for joining us today and just to have a bit of a chat about your career. We know and hope that there's much more in store, and that hopefully we'll be able to see some cricket back sometime. And all the best for your career.
Thank you very much, brother. Thanks for having me.